Hello friends, I am Suman. Welcome to my channel in Dayal Programming Academy. Today I am going to start a new series that is based on security in Salesforce. So first of all, we come to know what is security in Salesforce, right? So what is security? Let's start. So security means protection of data. Security in Salesforce is built to protect data and applications. It provides an infrastructure to implement data security to secure our data, right? So it prevents unauthorized and unauthenticated access and much more, right? For example, if I'm talking about the banking data or a college or any hospital, so everywhere they required a security to protect their data, right? So we need security everywhere, right? So Salesforce provides some easy way to secure our application or data, right? So level of security, what is level of security? Level of security means we can provide the security at different level, right? In Salesforce we can provide a security at 4 level. Number one is org level security, means we can provide a security at the organization level. Number two is object level security, means we can provide a security at object level. Number third is field level security, means we can secure our data at the field level, right? Number four is record level security, means we can provide a security at record level, right? So what is object, field, record? We know all about this. Today we will discuss about org level security and we will discuss one by one in a further video. So let's start from the organization level security. So what is org level security? Let's start. So org level security means we can secure our data at the organization level, right? So in org level security we can secure our application at organization level, means who can log in, when can user log in, where can log in from, right? We can set the authentication and the password policies, can set the business hours for our application and as well as from our user or profile, right? So who can log in means the accessibility of the org we will allow to the user. So we can do this by setting the password policies, right? So password policies means Salesforce provide the authentication for a particular user. So we can set the password policies for the particular user, means how many days user password is valid and all the settings we can do from here, right? Next is when can user log in. In this we can provide the security at what time user can access the allowed functionality in an application, right? So we can do this by setting up business hours for the users, right? So Salesforce provide the facility to set the business hours for the particular user and the application as well also, right? Or we can set our business hours for our at the organization level, right? So user can log in only within those hours which are allowed to him, right? Where can user log in from? Here Salesforce provides some restrictions also. So user cannot access the application from outside the range, right? So we can set the range for our application at the org level, right? So to achieve this kind of security, Salesforce provide two ways: org-wide trusted IP ranges and profile-based IP ranges, right? So means we can set the IP ranges at the org level and we can set IP ranges at the profile level, means which profile can access the application from which range to which range, right? So how we can do these all things? We will do practically one by one. So let's start. Come to our org. This is my org, right? First of all, I'm going to set the IP ranges for the organization level. So how we can do this? Come to our quick find box, type here network access. Just click here. Click on new button, right? See trusted IP ranges, right? Click on new. So from here I can set the IP ranges. Here I need to write the start IP address, here I need to write the end IP address, right? So we can set the IP ranges from here at the org level, right? For now I don't have any IP addresses, IP ranges, so I cannot show you in practically, right? But if organization will provide us, so we can set from here, right? So now come to our next point, that's it, password policies. How we can set the password policies for our organization. So come here, type password policies, right? Click here on the password policies. So from here you can set the password policies for your organization. So first point is user password expired in. So in how many days user password can expire? You can set it for 30 days, can set for 60 days, 90 days, 180 days, 1 year, or never expire, right? So in what time period you will select from here that password will be valid only for that many days, right? After those after finishing this limit, we need to reset the password again, right? For now I just selected 1 year, right? Now come to our next point, that is enforce password history. Means how many password history you want to save. Suppose you can save the 1 password, remember 2 password, 3 password, 4 passwords, 5 password, means how many password I have been changed, so it can remember those passwords. So you can select as per your requirement. For now I am just choosing 5 password remembered, right? So last 5 password it will remember what I have been changed already, right? So next is minimum password length. Means what should be the minimum password length? You can set the password length from here. You can set the as per your requirement how many characters you need to set as the minimum password length, right? So I am choosing 15, right? Next one is password complexity requirement. So password complexity requirement means how your password can be complex. So you can select, these are given areas. So no restriction means no complexity. You can select if you don't want to make your password any complexity. And must include alpha and numeric character, must include alphanumeric and the special character, right? In this way must include number, uppercase, lowercase and special character. So in this way you can select any of one complexity as per your requirement. For now I am just selecting must include 3 of the following numbers, uppercase, lowercase letter and the special character, right? I am just selecting this one, right? Next one is password question requirement. If you want to set any question for your password, so you can set from here, right? Next one is maximum invalid login attempt. So how many invalid login attempt you can attempt if you forgot your password? So you can set from here. You can set the 3 attempt, you can set the 5 attempt, 10 attempt and no limit, right? So I am just selecting 5 attempt. So I can hit and trial at least 5 password to recall my password, right? After 5 I cannot. Next one is lockout effective period. Means if user is not active or this application is not working or not active, so how much time it will be login. So that time period you can select from here. You can select 15 minutes, 13 minutes, 16 minutes or forever. So suppose if I am selecting this 30 minutes, so if I am not active in my system within 30 minutes, so it is log out by default from my login ID, right? I need to log in again. So in this way you can set your lockout effective period, right? So these are all the password policies which you can set at the organization level, right? Just click, after setting your password policies, just click on save. So it will active in your application, right? So in this way we can set our password policies for our organization. Now next is business hours setting. How we can set our business hours for our organization. So come here, In your quick find box, just type here business hours. Just click here business hours. It is by default. If you want to make a edit this default one, just click on edit button and you can edit this one, right? So if it is 24-hour working. If you want to know, you want not working for Sunday, you can just remove this. Saturday, you just remove this, right? And if you want to set the time for Monday, so you can set from here, right? So you can suppose you want to set, it is started from 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. so you can set from here, right? So this application will work on this time period as per your setting. Whatever you make a setting here as per your days, your timings, right? So you can save this and you can select the time zone also. So what time zone you want to set, right? Okay, you can select any of time zone as per your requirement. All time zones are available here, right? So come back. This must be active, right? And use this business hour as a default. It should be active. If you want to create your own business hours, so you can create your new business hours also. Just click on this button, give a name, suppose new business hour, okay, and just make it active, make it this checked, and you can select your time zone as per your requirement, right? For now I can choose this time, right? And you can mention the time here, you can change the time here as per your requirement, right? So in this way you can create your own business hour settings for your organization, right? Now come to our profile. So at profile level, how can I set the IP ranges, right? So what are profile, what is user, we will discuss in detail in our further videos. For now, just profile I want to explain little bit. Profile is nothing, you can say it is a set of rules or set of authorities which you are providing to your user, right? One profile, at the profile level you can set your authentications, right? So that profile you can assign to the multiple user. User is nothing, user you can say that is your worker, your employee that have the accessibility to do the things in your application, right, which are assigned in the profile. So this is little bit about the what is user and the what are the profile. So we can set the IP ranges at the profile level also, right? So how we can set? Come to our profile, right? Why do we need to set these IP ranges at the profile level? Suppose your profile or which profile we are creating, suppose that person which is allowed that profile allowed to that user, suppose that person you want have the authentication to move country to country, so he want to log in your that application from anywhere, right? So we need to set the IP ranges accordingly. So how we can set that? We can set that IP ranges at the profile level. So to whom this profile will be assigned, that person will be able to access that application from those IP ranges, right? So just click on profile. These are the list of profiles. Suppose I'm going to open system administrator profile, for example. Just click here, right? So here you can see login IP ranges. So from here you can set the IP ranges from where that profile will be able to access this application. So you can set from here also at the profile level, right? Here you need to write the start IP address and end IP address, right? So in this way you can set the IP ranges at the profile level, right? What we can do at the profile level, we can set business hours also at the profile level. So which user will have this profile, that user will be able to work on those business hours, right? Just scroll down, scroll little bit more, and here we can see the login hours, right? Just click on edit button. So we can set our login hour as per our requirement at the profile level, right? You just set a business hour from here, suppose 9 on the Monday and till 6, right? 6 p.m. right? So in this way you can set for the all days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday as per your requirement. So this profile will be active only this time period which you have assigned from here, right? So in this way we can set the business hours at the profile level also, right? So what is user? How we can check the user? Come to our quick find box, type here user, right? User means to whom we can assign our profile, right? So these are the active user. So only active user will be able to log in our application, in our organization, right? Who are inactive, they cannot, right? Suppose if this is my active user and I'm going to open this profile, right? So this is my active user, right? This way also you can check which user is active, which user is inactive, right? If I will scroll down, so from here you can see the login history of this user if you want. See when it has been logged in your application, from where it has been logged, yeah, it is showing the location and it is showing the timing, right? And it is showing the status, it is successfully login, it is a password invalid or failed to login. So all history related with to the login you can see from here at the user level, right? About the user you can get the information from here, right? So this is the all security which we can set at the organization level, right? That's all about the security at the org level security. In the next videos we will discuss about our next level security, that is object level security, right? So that's all about the org level security. Thank you for watching. If my videos are helping you, then please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get the notification about the new videos. Thank you for watching, and please leave the comment for your feedback. Thank you.